you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, New Orleans.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now Rattler gonna throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question... You allow this to linger the rest of the day. You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
The extra point is good. And the Lumberjacks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Wright. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. If you got to start looking elsewhere, you don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
Third down and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. The rookie from Georgia leading this offense well. Good throw there and a 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So,
nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Saints will punt this one away. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. They put Wilson in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Now, faking the give. He's going to air this one out. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. Here's a third down and 4. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And that is incomplete. Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
First and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Again, working deep downfield. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 83 yards. It's a touchdown. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The extra point is up and through. And the Lumberjacks move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. On the ground, this is right. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That's going to be pulled in by Wright. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Going right sideline and complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this. Third and 9. He'll look to throw. That is brought in at the 10. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Big-time conversion there on 3rd down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. On the give, it's right. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Third and goal. They'll run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints are on the board. It's now 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Slot man in motion right. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
They put Wilson in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Fuller. And the Saints are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first down, a run for right. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now from the gun. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Saints first down. A carry here for Wright. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same. That's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Saints. Groupie now, on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Saints will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. 17 yards on that play. That's enough for a first down. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10, it's 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
And here's Bijan. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd and goal. can't connect. It's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
His kick is good. And the Lumberjacks get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Lumberjacks 17, Saints 14.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started.
Mike Murphy to kick off for the Saints.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Going for it all. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try again here, second and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. He can't get away, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Olave is the motion man. Now they'll set up to throw. That is hard. He is in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Groupie now for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Saints move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Now, faking the give. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop, look off the safety, hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Shaheed in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Saints. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints will extend this third quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. It's second down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling. You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and the Lumberjacks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So you find yourself with a lead here in the second half, and up until this point, I think he's done a pretty good job being a contributor to that, but you don't want to give the defense a chance to spark the comeback. You're trying to put them away late, protect the ball, safe throws. Don't be afraid to get to your check down. One bad read, one forced throw can be all you need to flip this game on his head and find yourself going with a lead late to falling behind.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And this will be incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll keep it on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing now from the gun, and more of the same. Another interception. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season.
Mike Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds, up past the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. On play action, he'll set up to throw, and he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Howden.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
I can promise you that when that play caller sent that second and short play in, he never imagined his next play call would be 3rd and long. But after that loss there, that's the case, and he's got to be scratching his head.
13 yards on the catch there. First down, New Orleans. A shotgun handoff to Wright. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They run again with Wright. Wow! Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.